AR, and then frags on Blackbeard. It's just OP. Not gonna want to waste that on running claymores over frags. For Capital, I usually run the para, but I mean I was on the LMG because I was just like using it to test it out. It's not a bad pick. They got the same fire rate. LMG does a little less damage with a lot more magazine size. I mean, it's up to you. The LMG also has a little more recoil. The Para is just a better gun, in my opinion. And I use the Gon 6 on him, along with EMPs normally. But Claymores wouldn't be bad, or Hard Breaches, just like I said, depends on the scenario. For Bana, you're usually going to want to run the AR, unless you're like going to rush in and it's a close quarter sight, then maybe hop on the shotgun with the Bearing 9 secondary. Whenever an operator has a secondary machine pistol or just a pistol, you're always going to run the like SMG type of gun. And then run flashes on Bana, unless you're going to be playing Burt, then maybe breach charges would be better. If you guys do decide to run Jackal, now that he's been nerfed into the ground, I would use the C7E. The PDW is not a great pick, but some people do like it more, so. And then the shotgun is never really a good idea, unless you're just going to rush in and drop a hatch. You're just going to be in sight, maybe run the shotty. Secondary, you're usually going to want to stick with the shotgun. Sometimes, maybe you want to run the pistol. If you're like maybe using the shotgun, his main shotgun, you want to use the pistol. I run Claymores on Jackal, but it's personal preference. Ying, you're definitely going to want to use this LMG. She only has one pistol. And you're going to want to run the smokes to just cause even more distractions with your Yings and the smokes. It's OP. Zofia, you're definitely going to want to use the M7. The LMGE is the worst LMG in the game. As you can see, that recoil pattern is just insane. It's almost unusable if you're not using a cheating device. And then the pistol, she only has one pistol. It does have a little reflex scope on it, which is nice, but that's the only option. And then I run Hard Breaches, but Claymores are also there. Kind of depends on the site and the play style you're going to go for. For Dokkaebi, I usually run the DMR now that they nerfed the Boss G's damage. The Boss G is also a decent option. If you're just a Boss G fan, you like the Boss G, that's not a bad idea to use it. But the DMR is a 2-tap to most ops, so that's what I usually end up using. And then SMG-12, obviously. You're not going to want to use this. This has iron sights exclusively, and then the Gon 6 is not a good idea. Going to want to put on the SMG-12, and then I usually rock stuns on Dokkaebi, but if you need these other gadgets, they are there. For Lion, I usually use the V308. The DMR is the same as Twitch's DMR.